Alright guys, so in this video, we're going to check out Hunter Biden timeline. We're starting in 2013, I believe, and we're going to go for a little bit. This is 600 pages worth, so we can't do it all at once. And you know me, I only like watching like 10-minute videos. It's a little too much for me. So we're going to do 10-minute videos for this from now on, because it's going to take a while to go through 600 pages, right? So let's get started. Alright, let's get started with this timeline. Alright, so timeline. With the foregoing background in mind, this is a comprehensive timeline of the Biden laptop saga. Wow, it starts all the way back in 2010. On March 2nd, John Paul Mark Isaac registered the Mac Shop Incorporated in Delaware. In 2013, on May 7th, Hunter received 2 waivers for his age and a previous cocaine offense in order to be commissioned as an ensign in the Navy Reserves to a sedentary post in the Public Affairs Unit. Wow, he's working in public affairs. Even though he's had a previous cocaine offense, they're going to let him work in public affairs. You know why? Because he's Joe Biden's son. So there's one thing that Joe Biden did to help his son out already. So June of 2013. On the very first day of his Navy duty in Norfolk, Virginia, Hunter failed a drug test. So he's already been in trouble once. And his first day at work takes a drug test and fails. Oh, this guy. So December 2nd, 2013. Hunter flew with Joe on Air Force 2 to China and met with his business partners, which included executives at the state-owned Bank of China, and introduced Joe to one of them. Now, why would Hunter... Number one, why is he flying on Air Force One to go meet with business partners? That's a waste of our, dime here, right? American dime. But he introduced him to the state-owned Bank of China. Very interesting. Very interesting how that works, right? Okay, let's go to 2014 now. February 16th, Hunter and his attorney, Thomas Gallagher, were notified by the Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Juan Garcia III, that Hunter had been administratively discharged for cocaine use. So he gets in trouble for cocaine use again. He gets kicked out of the military. Even though his father's a vice president, right? Funny how that works. February of 21. After months of February 21st, of 2014. After months of Western-backed protests, the Ukrainian parliament voted to oust President Viktor Yanukovych in the following days. Yanukovych sought exile in Russia. So let's move on to March 16th of 2014. In response to an article that Hunter emailed to his longtime business partner, Devon Archer, entitled "Joe Biden Lurks Behind Every U.S. Action on Ukraine," Archer responded, "There is a unique timing here in this upcoming opportunity. One door closes and another one opens." Gee, I wonder what they're talking about there, right? Wonder what they're talking about there. And by the way, all these links, folks, are going to be look in the description below. We have all the links down there so you can get them. March 16th of 2014, in response to the article, you did that one. Archer, on April 1st, Archer joined the board of Burisma, a Cypriot registered gas company in the Ukraine, which was co-founded by Mykola Zalewski, however you want to say it, who served as an advisor to Yanukovych, even though Archer had no experience working in the Ukraine and did not even speak the language. How do you get a job in a country like the Ukraine when you don't even speak the gosh darn language? So April 12th, the White House released a statement announcing Joe would visit the Ukraine in 10 days to consult on the latest steps to enhance Ukraine's short and long-term energy security. Funny how this works. Hunter Biden's friends are getting in and getting jobs in the Ukraine without having any experience, don't even speak in the language, right? And now Joe Biden's going there to work on energy security? Kind of strange. So April 13th, and they put at 12:43 a.m. I don't know why the time is here. Must be important. Hunter emailed Archer an extremely long memo about leveraging Joe's position as the public face of the U.S. administration's policy in the Ukraine. The Burisma contract should begin now, not after the upcoming visit of my guy, Joe. that the Burisma contract should include a retainer in the range of $25,000 per month, with additional fees where appropriate for more in-depth work to go to BSF, Boyle, Schiller, Flexner, LLP for our protection. So it sounds like when they say for our protection, this LLP here, it's a shell company, right? You guys know what a shell company is, you know? Yeah, shell companies, so, you know, multiple shell companies, so nobody can find out who really owns the company. And so all these links right here are going to be down below. Okay, look in the description. Sorry, I keep doing this. All right, we're just going to do 2 more pages because this is like 600 pages worth, so it's going to be a while to finish this whole thing. April 16th, Archer visited Joe at the White House under the pretense of his son's school project. So Archer's going to the White House to talk to about his son's school project. You go visit the vice president for a school project. Even if so, that's still, you know, oh, I'm good, you know, do I do for you what you do for me, you know, type thing. So April 18th, Hunter joined the board of Burisma. Funny, just a little bit after Archer joined it, Hunter now joined the board of Burisma, even though he too had zero experience working in the energy sector or the Ukraine and did not speak the language. So on now 3 days later, just 3 days later, Joe Biden arrived in the Ukraine. During the transatlantic flight, Joe's staff briefed reporters about the U.S. plan to help the Ukraine extract their unconventional gas resources, for which Burisma held a current license. So Joe is not only going to Ukraine to talk about energy, but he's going straight to Burisma, who just hired his son. On April 23rd, Archer gave an interview, which was later posted on Burisma's website, about how Archer knows the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and Joe, meaning Joe Biden, which we'll have that in a link down below. Joe was reported as the public face of the administration handling of the Ukraine on April 25th. Now let's move to April 28th. Authorities in the United Kingdom froze $23 million from the London bank accounts of Kwasniewski, one of Burisma's key owners. Why would the UK do that? Wonder why. Gotta be some reason. He must have done something to piss him off. May 12th, Burisma publicly announced that Hunter joined its board. So they wait until from the 18th of April to May 12th. So what is that? 12? That's 24 days, right? 3 to 4 weeks later, they publicly announced that he's on the board. The next day, on May 13th, Burisma posted a photo of President Joe Biden, former vice president, and Archer at the White House on their website. Why would they post that picture on there? Kind of funny. Joe's lawyer demanded that Burisma remove the photo, and eventually Burisma complied with the demand. Joe didn't know. Why would Joe worry about that? Why would Joe worry about that? Because he's trying to distance himself from Burisma and Archer. September 10th, Archer committed one of his many FARA violations. We'll have to look that up, for advocating to U.S. officials at the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv as the unregistered agent on behalf of Burisma. Hold on, let's look this up real quick. Oh my gosh, what was that called? FARA. Foreign Affairs Registration Act. So Archer committed one of his many Foreign Affairs Registration Act violations by advocating to the U.S. officials at the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv as an unregistered agent on behalf of Burisma. So he's lying to him. He's saying, oh, I'm a registered agent, which he wasn't. We're not going to go to 2015 because that's going to start a whole new thing. But here we got all these little things. Hunter Archer and Archer's son Lukas, who is now 12, told me that the visit was arranged by Hunter for Lukas, who was working on a model of the White House for a grade school assignment. We talked about that earlier. Company documents in Cyprus show that Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, became a member of the board of directors of Burisma Holdings, which describes itself as Ukraine's largest private natural gas source. We're going to have all this down below. Just look in the links down below, guys. All right. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe this video. Everything helps. We need it. So thank you.